social media doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about your mental health. It doesn't care about your well-being. It doesn't care if your shit's good or not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the love, the real love is gonna find itself.
Yep.
Hi, kings and queens. This is still Sharpn Steel.
Welcome back, kings and queens. This is the Still Sharpn Steel show, a place where black excellence meet black mediocrity.
You know the vibes. Your boy, Mr. Love is Love. Family, if you ain't do it already, please hit the subscribe button. All right, whatever you take from us, you learn and you grow with it. Whatever we take from you, we learn and we grow with it as well. All right, like, comment, and share, guys.
And today's topic is going to be, staying ingenuitive and, creating that ingenuity in rap today. I want to definitely introduce my two kings right here. They came from far ways, you feel what I'm saying? So I just appreciate y'all so. My gratitude is high mouth for y'all.
Absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? So definitely introduce yourself to the world.
Talk about it.
Yeah, so first off, Still Sharpn Steel, the truth.
My boy.
So you have to subscribe. You already know. But it's Marinate. Jazak, I'm from East New York. Both my mom and pops Jamaican, so huge influence. We talk about that more, but it's my brother right here.
Facts. What's up, man? I'm Josh Marks. I'm from Harlem, New York, man. Yeah, man, we glad to be here, man. Ready to
It's always a
I
pleasure, bro.
Appreciate both of y'all guys for taking your time. You know what I'm saying, to come out here.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, with today's topic though, is going to be just about being ingenuitive and having that ingenuity. But first, we want to just be in sequence. We want to break it down. So I want to ask both of y'all, like, how was y'all experience growing up from East New York and Harlem? That's two different settings. There's a lot of reality there. So, like, how was y'all experience growing up?
Well, yeah, I think being from Harlem, it kind of it puts a lot of things into perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you're from the Jets, bro. So like, a lot of what you see is just what you know. You know what I'm saying? So when you're around that block and everything, like, you just kind of, it's where it kind of forces you to grow up a little quickly. You know what I mean? But I think it also kind of helps you, like, just kind of keep the sense of wonder and shit. Because like, once you leave your block, something totally different.
Yeah.
So your whole life could change with a train ride. So I think that also helps you put that in perspective. But
I like that. They bring that back to a whole train ride. So like, at any moment, a new environment could just come at you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just being in the same environment, you could just easily become that same. You could easily become a product of it. Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, though, we all products of it, you know what I'm saying? Just different kind of products, you know what I'm saying? Some high quality, high grade, you know what I'm saying? Can't get influenced in the same way as other products,
I respect that.
So it depends on, like, what the upraising, what the uproot is, I say that, East New York, being born East New York, I mean, like, it's beautiful, bro. Like, what would I say? Like, I don't got no regrets, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot. Being able to access the city in a different way, you know what I'm saying, from like, cats who on Park Ave. It's a very, very different lifestyle. I think even in where we met, right? Like, I never had no idea that I'd be going to a private institution, right? Where they be paying me to come up there, you know what I'm saying, get them culture, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, having us in their space is a privilege. So coming from my space, I appreciate it even more. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm back home, it's a different it's a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's all smiles though, and I ain't never gonna tell you anything, but it's beautiful.
It sounds like, not to cut you off, but it sounds like you not only appreciated it, but you milked it and used it to your advantage as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? I rate you for that. I rate both of you guys for that, because you both went there. You know what I'm saying? So you both used it to your advantage and didn't waste. You know what I'm saying? So big up to you guys, more power to you guys, and just keep doing what you got to do.
Now, you guys met in college?
yeah.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Be out of summer.
Yeah. So our scholarship program, they had us take like classes like a month or so prior to getting on campus.
Yeah.
So that's basically where we met, like a month or two before we actually started classes.
And I'm gonna tell you, like, college is bullshit. college is great. Look, it's great to get the degree.
Talk about it.
And we gonna tell all the youngins, grab that paper, right? And when I say the paper, I'm talking about that degree, right? My degree costs $250,000. We ain't paid $250,000, bro. We paid like I paid like, my loans is a little over, like, it's less than $20K right now, and I'm a year out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. I ain't paid $250K for the paper, but it came like that. You know what I'm saying? And the paper leads to opportunities, and it's like, when you in that space, you paying for 4 years of being in the space of people that you would never, find yourself around. You know what I'm saying? People who got different kinds of connections, depending on how you step in. You know what I'm saying? If you go, it's like it's in any space you in. It's like, what is your purpose? What's the intention that, like, why are you there? You know what I'm saying? Understand why you're there, and being able to milk everything out of it. College might be BS, but a lot of places BS. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but what are you trying to get out of it? You know? And blessings, bro. The rating, but I rate you.
I appreciate
you know what I'm saying? I rate my people. That's what I rate.
It's the most important thing,
the key.
bro.
And the truth is, bro, when you go to college, you realize that a lot of the stuff they talking about, they just using different words. They just trying to confuse us.
That's all it is.
They're just trying to confuse us.
So
bro.
how important would you say self-education is?
Self-education is super important, bro.
Yeah. Sometimes it could be a little bit more important than like sitting in the classroom. Cause I remember being out at a protest on like Columbus Circle, and there was like a big group of indigenous people, and they're like giving all of these facts, and a lot of stuff I didn't know until I had the opportunity to sit in a college computer room and look stuff up on my own time, because I wouldn't have done it before. I wouldn't have thought I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do these things. So like me taking time outside of that classroom definitely put me on to a lot more things than I could have learned just reading a textbook.
Yeah. Like you put yourself in that position, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, you made time for it. Yeah. Because you know what you could get out of it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? It's all full circle at the same time. And that's more power to you, big bro, again.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So just to backtrack real fast, would you, because we all from NY.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So would you agree to the suggestion that if you come from NY, you can make it anywhere? Or no, is it if you come from, or is it if you make it in
if
NY?
You make it here,
there you go.
If
you make it in NY, you can make it anywhere. How you feel about that suggestion, both of you?
I mean, we feel different, bro. So like, I feel like you gotta have a certain type of heart to even have a dream in the city, because people so quick to shoot it down, so quick to say you can't do it or this and the third. So like, you have a dream, you're pursuing it, and you can make it out. Hell yeah, you do it here. There's no way you can't do it.
I agree. I feel like when you walking in the city, say if you going 42nd Street, pre-COVID, you walking past mad people, everybody got their own story. Life about perspective and shit. So you could have a whole different dream. Somebody else have a whole different aspiration from you as well. So it's just crazy. Everybody got their own story. So if somebody make it, it's like, damn, like I can make it too.
100%. 100%.
It's just that we don't think about our cities. We don't carry that same love. Cats got heart, missing the love sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is it that we, you know what I'm saying? We got the greats. Like, we got like Hove, you know what I'm saying? And we got like, recent legends, R.I.P. Pop Smoke.
Rest in peace, Pop.
Like,
yeah.
Like, why does it take for us to let something get to the fact that like, we let something get big other places, right? Or like we wait until the world respects it before like New York respects it. And it's like,
so you talking about this New York music?
I'm talking about New York love, but yeah, I guess it's the music I'm talking about.
But love in general, though, I feel like New York is like, everybody's like against each other, have that competitive nature. But the outside love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, people idolize New York. I tell people all the time, like, New York is like the empire of the like world type shit. Like, people from London be thinking about New York City type shit. Like, it's
pre-COVID,
really even this period, bro. New York is always like an empire, like spot. Y'all coming from New York though, y'all being from Brooklyn, Harlem, and from East New York. What kind of influence Brooklyn had on you guys when it came to y'all music?
Yeah, I mean, my favorite rapper from Brooklyn, man, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a Harlem boy, but Hov my GOAT, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I think Brooklyn, in general, like, Brooklyn is just one of the more artistic spots in the city, I think. Like, you can't go a couple of blocks without seeing some dope graffiti. Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, you can't walk past a spot and have something historic in terms of hip-hop happening there, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Brooklyn definitely influenced my style for sure. I think in terms of delivery, definitely, like, Hov is definitely somebody I look to a lot of times.
Yeah, Brooklyn, man. Bodega spots. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm
that's the signature.
Yeah, bro. I'm just thinking about how do I really like playing ball? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, staying active.
Yeah, bro, and like dodging the ignorance.
Yeah.
That's what it be most of the time. Like I'm playing ball. Like, come on, bro. I know why I'm here. I'm here to play ball. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it just be funny, bro. You learn a lot. You learn how to move. You learn how to like if you learn how to talk, like some people learn how to talk, you know what I'm saying? I feel like some of the best talkers are from New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why Hov talk that go talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just hit different.
Y'all spoke about Hov. He seemed like he in your top 5. So what's the other 4?
Yeah.
I need to hear both. What's the other 4?
You got your
Talk to the people. Talk to the people. Let them know.
Alright,
top 5.
Let them know.
My top 5, shoot, damn. Man, Cash gonna hate me. Right now, it's Hov.
Okay.
It's K Dot for sure.
Okay.
That man from Compton is just different. I can't be basic. So you gotta give me another one and I'll give you my next one.
I got my other 4. I'm not gonna lie.
Let me hear the 4.
I'm gonna look in the camera and say it so y'all know I'm sincere.
All right.
We got Hov,
Okay.
MF Doom,
Okay.
Big L,
All right.
Kendrick,
Talk to him.
Rakim Allah.
You got it.
That's my 5. I put that 5 up against anybody else's 5.
So you got Hov, Rakim. I never heard of MF Doom.
Yo,
Yeah.
Doom's. So here's why Doom is my 2. A lot of what I do is definitely influenced by Doom in terms of like all the words that he tries to rhyme, or he does rhyme in between the verse. Like Doom's wordplay is absolutely ridiculous. I think he has like some of the toughest punchlines ever. Like put him up with Wayne and Camp, like anybody. Like Doom's punchline's crazy, his wordplay is crazy. Like he got all these different egos and like thematic albums. He's sick, bro. Definitely like.
It seemed like he got like a different personality.
Yeah, he like
he's
very animated.
Yeah,
That's
Doom is
fire.
tight.
That's
So
fire.
I got Hov. I got DMX.
So
Oh,
DMX.
talk dirty.
Yeah.
Talk dirty, King.
DMX.
Talk dirty.
Hey, yo, it's dark and hell is hot. Woo!
Heard you.
no doubt.
Yeah,
No
nah,
doubt.
that boy, like, just the way his career just went, it's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one, like, he ain't really had someone around him who was, like, you know, in his best interest, but I think he should be in a lot of people's top 10s at least.
Yeah, top 10 definitely.
DMX, definitely a big B.I.G. till I die.
100%. 100%.
And then I think I gotta throw Tupac in there because of the fact that, like, first of all, Tupac raised Kendrick. Tupac, his influence and his voice. Like I'm big on the music, but I'm just big on the voice. I'm big on the words, and that means like talk your talk outside the music. Like talk that real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't bring that fake news. You know what I'm saying? Bring the truth to the people. So,
Yeah, he was a person of truth and hope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? His impact was different. Like, people ask me, like, who's my favorite rapper? And I may get a lot of slant from this between Pac and Big. I always say Pac. Only because his voice, how vocal he was, and, like, his reach was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, rest in peace to Pac, too. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you guys, though. When did y'all first pick up a pen?
Like consciously doing it, definitely like 5th grade.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a crush on this girl and I wrote this rap. And I remember I was just like, I always loved the music, but like the first time I was like really rapping and trying to do something, I was like, yo, like I'm gonna impress shorty.
Do you remember that though, the same bars?
Nah, I don't, and I'm tight because I wish I did. I'd look dead in the camera and won a heart, but you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, like I definitely was like 10 or 11 doing that.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah, very, very ambitious.
Yeah,
and creative at that age.
And his adolescence too, like, you know what I'm saying? What about you, Mary?
Yeah, brother. So I always been into writing. Like, in order to get allowance, what I used to do is I used to write books. I used to write like little mini books, like you know about that Captain Underpants?
Yeah.
He influenced my like drawing. Dave Pilkey, that boy, that author.
Yeah.
He influenced like the way I drew. So cause one of my homies in like elementary, he could draw. He draw his ass off. He's a great artist. Shout out to him.
Facts.
Yeah, I forgot his name, his artist name. So my bad, brother. But y'all he know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He was a dope artist. So like I could never like draw. I knew that, but I could try to do that, like tracing the Dave Pilkey thing out. So I did little books, and you know what I'm saying? That's how I got like, cause my mom, you know what I'm saying, family, like it wasn't like I could get like a consistent allowance. But you know, I do a book by the end of the month, I get like $2 to $10. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
And it was dope because like it's like yo, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
especially back then.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
I'm 10, I'm 11. Like that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, so around 11, my grandma passed away around like 2009.
My condolences too.
Absolutely.
Yo,
My
bless her heart.
condolences.
You know what I'm saying? But she gone, so can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But
To do what you gotta
you
do
know,
for the
I'm
name.
blessed up because of the fact that that experience led me to like poetry. So it was like it was more of like a spoken word at first, and I used it to express like sort of like what was just going on in my heart. What would I say? I would say like I started writing that like around like 11. I finished it like when I was 12. I wrote a rap. It took me a year to do it. And I'm like super like that's how I write, bro. It's like it takes me a while sometimes, but the product be solid. So around then, like, you know, just like express the emotion, I realized like this was like how I could cry, because it took me like after she died, I didn't cry. I remember feeling like, damn, I'm a monster, bro. What the hell? Like, I got like this woman who meant so much to me. You know, I couldn't find a way to get a couple tears out while everyone was at the funeral. You know, obviously bawling. You know what I'm saying? So 8 months passed, let it out, and also thanks to my pops, because he was like, yo. It was like a presentation, some sort of presentation I had to do. I was at some this like free camp in the city, like they did Apple Camp. It was free. You know what I'm saying? Pop signed me up for it, and then like in front of a bunch of white people, just started like after like I edited a presentation, and I seen it so many times, but then I did it in front of them. Just like started choking up. Pops came over, he put his hand on my shoulder. He was like, "Let it out." And that's a man I ain't never seen cry. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? And then I started writing more, and it just became my way to cry, more importantly.
Yeah, you gotta go through every emotion, you know what I'm saying?
That's absolutely a great way for you to express yourself, actually. You know what I'm saying? Because writing is a communicative way. You know what I'm saying? But let me just backtrack a little bit for both of you guys, because it sounds like you guys had some very inspiring upbringings. Let me ask you, has there any, like, what in your past would you say helped you or manifested into you becoming who you are right now?
Like artistically or in general?
Just in general, not even just pretty much artistically, because that one experience you just said, man, I would imagine it really propelled you into who you are right now. Yeah, that's a tough experience.
No, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So not even just music wise, just in general, like just like life, household, you know what I'm saying, your personal things.
Damn, yeah. Definitely being from Harlem, like as I was saying before, some of those similar things, but as I got older, so I went to a predominantly white school from like until I was at least like 14, 15, started going to high school. Because I went to school in Harlem.
Yeah.
So it was weird as shit, bro. Like, because you start to know, it's like, yo, I'm from this place, they from here, but like, even putting lunch on the table, you be like, oh, I'm dead poor. Like,
Yeah.
so you start having these realizations. So I think like a lot of that definitely helped me do the work that I'm doing now, like even outside of my art, just like trying to get back to my community. That definitely helped. And like, yeah, so I didn't really have my father around growing up neither. So that definitely influenced like how hard I wanted to go in music. Cause I was like, you know, I don't have this figure in my life, but like this is something I do that makes me feel like the man. Like I don't need nobody to teach me how to do that. You know what I mean? So like
You found your place.
yeah, man, you know what I mean? Like anytime I pick up the pen, I'm behind the mic, I'm performing, like that's where I feel like myself, like my best version of myself. So like, yeah, I definitely think the lack of like a solid family structure and just like seeing all this craziness outside definitely just like contributed to more of like a whole person that I am today, you know?
That's fire, bro.
The black household is very important. We spoke about that so much times.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, we speak about how important it is just to have a father and a mom, and even if you don't have that, but like just that love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It definitely duplicates how things operate later. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. Like,
We thought you were safe.
Talk about
Next. Talk about it. Let's hear it, man.
Yo, the upbringing, so Caribbean household, music playing every day, you know what I'm saying? Every day, booming, you know what I'm saying? You wondering like how these like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be the big speakers, it'd be the small speakers, but how the hell it get so much noise from this little box? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just crazy, man. So music was just like the rhythm of the drum, you know what I'm saying? Like that music became my heartbeat for sure at an early age. I remember like, I was like, bro, it wasn't until like I turned 10 to what I really appreciated music. I was like, I don't really care about music. Like that was like I don't really care about music. My pops, had me around it for a long time, but I didn't really care about diving into it until like around them ages. But yeah, I think also sports is like huge, right? I remember playing football, recreationally.
That's what's up.
Outside, what was it? Philippa Scholar on the concrete.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
My school uniform and church shoes.
Philippa Scholar, that's in yo, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's,
he took it back.
That's a while ago.
Take it back.
Yeah, you went there?
Yeah, so
wow. That's fire.
A bunch of West Indian kids.
That's crazy. Yo, you said that you listen to a lot of like Caribbean music, like in the crib. How much of an impact or influence Bob Marley was to you? Because I know you go on your gram. Matter of fact, tell them y'all socials too, y'all Instagram too.
Yeah.
Let them know everything.
Jezak, JESZACK.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Mine is _ ink pen alchemist. So one word and another underscore.
You know what I'm saying?
We got
Well, we'll put it there.
And we got _
Ink pen alchemist.
_ ink pen alchemist. All right, tap in, y'all.
Yeah. So how much Bob Marley had an influence on you?
So Bob Marley, I'll say he had a huge influence. You know what I'm saying? Just being a legend from Jamaica. Like you see his pictures everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'll say also like, just thinking about Jamaican legends like Garvey, and like just like it's just like how this small island, you know what I'm saying,
Produce so much legendary people.
And at the time growing up, you seen both. It's like to the world, like you know what I'm saying, like it's a different kind of it's a different kind of vibration, you know what I'm saying. So it's definitely the culture, like, and you know how Jamaicans just like so proud,
Beer energy,
have great pride,
yeah,
full of pride, bro.
I just want to tell you guys, I appreciate both of you guys for coming through. You know what I'm saying, 100%. You know what I'm saying, we got something for you guys. Right?
Oh yeah, tap in.
We got something for you guys. Listen,
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying.
Crazy.
That's
making it all the way out here, big bro.
We about gratitude, bro. So we just appreciate y'all so much.
Appreciate that.
Nah, like before we even move on, definitely have to. You know what I'm saying, express some more love, and you know what I'm saying, pass out that. But listen, show it. You know what I'm saying, love is love.
Before we go into the next part of this episode, we spoke about top 5. Let me see if y'all really got bars though.
Let's get it.
So,
Let's do it.
Still Sharpn Steel presents Let's Rap. Y'all already know how we get a little spicy, icy, throw a little sazon on it like Thanksgiving dinner.
You know what I'm saying? What we doing?
So we got 5 words for them. Of course, we're gonna play the beat and we're gonna talk dirty. You know what I'm saying? That boy scared as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Who that, me?
Y'all got that word?
Yeah.
Whenever y'all ready, talk dirty.
You right there, big bro. I should have just honest and passed it to you.
That boy got dumb rhymes. See brighter than sunshine. For the one time, I shout out that west side. No lie, I'm the go like a Kobe. Put you on the poster. Look, bro, you don't know me. I be swerving. I'm in my own lane. Now these boys, they ain't learning. Ain't a game. Them demons insane. How they all in my brain. I fight through a main. Like fuck is they saying? Like fuck is they saying? Like fuck is they saying?
Oh, all right.
Gotta talk dirty.
I got 6 words on here, right?
All right.
Still Sharpn Steel. This is that real. I'm bringing in energy. You cannot step to me. I've been just thinking I got all that pen on me. It's that weaponry. It's that love. I've been moving. I got it from above. And I'm conscious. I'm thinking I'm platonic with all my relationships. I'm thinking that one day I can make it if I got that confidence. And you know what I'm making. I'm from Jamaican. I'm Jamaican.
So yeah,
Hey, yo, nowadays, I've been thinking that people ain't talking to me unless I got something for them. This ain't a rhyme, but this is that real.
Talk to him.
So this is that Sharpn Steel.
I love it, big bro. I love it.
Yo, tap in, give some love. I love that. Sharpn Steel presents Let's Rap.
Rusty, man.
Yeah, that was good. Nah, you had energy. Definitely had energy.
We're gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about being ingenuity in 2021. Let me ask both of y'all, like, would you believe that taking a risk today is like seldom when it comes to ingenuity? Like, how you feel about artists or just people in any creation coming together, like making that risk, taking that risk, actually?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more rare now because I think people know what sells. So there's a certain formula to. I can't speak for a lot of other art forms, but musically for sure, like there's a lot of the same things going on. So I don't think people are really willing to take those risks because they kind of think like, well, why would I do it if this is gonna pop off? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it's kind of rare to see people taking those risks.
Because it's so convenient nowadays.
Yeah, like you don't have to, you know.
Pretty much because the streaming shit is going.
It's going nuts,
man.
And I think when it comes to like just rap, there's not no originality. Like when I listen to y'all music, like when I first listened to Marinate, I'm like, nah, it's a kickback. So I'm like black and white background, like the
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The last time you get that felt, and then when I watch A Different World, it's like a different vibe. I get too. It's like, oh, he got the TV screen with the news reporter. He's just in his element, the white guy. It's like, yo, that ingenuity is crazy, bro, because people don't have that. And you got to think about social media, too. Like, how could you stay ingenuitive on social media in terms of your brand? Because, you know, we are our brand. Everybody here has their own brand. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, how you become ingenuitive on social media, how you portray yourself. Because everything is virtual nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So, how could you stay ingenuitive? How y'all feel about just with social media, that being like a huge marketing tool?
Yeah, you better than that with me. You probably have a better answer.
Man, I say, man, first off, you know, just be yourself when you step in the ring.
Shout out to being yourself.
I feel like you see a lot of cats like, I mean, you got the cats who like, you know what I'm saying, do it for the clout, obviously, right?
Yeah.
And they're successful with it. But what you don't see is a lot of cats who do it for the clout and are not successful with it. Actually, you see a lot more of that if you like looking in the right spaces. And it's like, why sell yourself in that way? You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't even enjoy doing that, or if that's not you, you know what I'm saying? I feel like like give the world what you want to give the world. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them rush your process. You know, and what you find is that like things like social media, you know, everyone's like, oh, when you drop it, right? Like, because people are so used to the content coming in
Quick,
right? Like you think about like how the app is built, right? I don't know if y'all seen the movie Social Dilemma. It's on Netflix.
I haven't actually.
It's some crazy like documentary, but it's like it's built like a gambling slot machine, right? Like when you pull down on your Instagram, it's gonna give you some more content. That's your reward. You know what I'm saying? It works like a reward system.
I never thought about it like that, bro. That's crazy.
I mean,
it's
the
like
way
an addiction, and it's a drug, bro.
Yeah.
People use social media more than they operate on a daily basis, and it's crazy.
And they don't focus on the little day-to-day things, because every second what you seeing somebody doing.
Like this.
Yeah.
You ever be a slave to your phone? Like I seen a J. Cole interview, and he was like, "I'm tired of being a slave to my phone." Where you're just, don't you see yourself just going like this all the time? Just like reaching for your phone. You would just be be looking for your phone.
I don't even want to bring up my issue at work, but let's prolong. Let's continue. I don't want to bring that up, man. I'm at work and thought I lost my phone. I'm just like this, you know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for I'm like, my phone at? I'm saying losing my mind because you know what I'm saying, I gotta have my phone. Yeah. Why do I gotta have my phone? Granted, I gotta talk to people, but damn. You know, I was like damn near going crazy at work.
I think everyone done lost their phone in New York City.
Yeah,
you know,
I think about
the city
about
and getting it back.
I mean, one time I dropped my phone off a train one time.
In
Harlem.
After that.
Sick.
But yeah, like just being ingenuitive today, like with social media, like you said, it's a slot machine. So it's really important to be consistent. Like if you gonna correlate ingenuity, originality, but to keep that core, you know, you got to be consistent.
Yeah.
Because like one of my homegirls came on this podcast too. Shout outs to Be Smart Girls, and she was basically saying like when you consistent, people believe in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that consistency though is very important. But it's like sometimes you don't want to do all that. Like especially with social, you know, like you opposed to you don't really use it as much compared to other artists. You know what I'm saying? But you're very active on YouTube. You have that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
a balance.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
And going back to the ingenuity, because I want to answer that, right? Like that's why I say like be yourself, because you can't. That's where your best material is gonna come from.
Yeah.
Your best material is gonna come from that. And then going back to like why I talk about it as like a slot machine, because social media doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about your mental health.
Yeah.
It doesn't care about your well-being. It doesn't care if your shit's good or not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the love, the real love is gonna find itself.
Yep.
We connected. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna find itself.
100%.
You can't worry about this fake. It's a fake world. It's a facade. You know what I'm saying? Because like these, like when you think about people say, all right, social media, it largens your network, right? Make sure your network larger. When you think about a web, right? The more you stretch out the web, the less strong these connections are. These connections, most of them are like surface level.
Yeah.
What you really want to do is you want to dive in on like the cats who really care about you. Just know that they're gonna be there. Just know they're gonna support you. You know what I'm saying? Know they're gonna like whatever, right? But they also, even if they don't like, they gonna hit you up and be like, "Yo, bro, I love what you're doing."
On the personal.
And that's what it's about though. Just hand that extra voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
cause it's really small, but it goes a long way.
Bro, it be the small thing. Somebody, saying like, "Yo, I seen your podcast. Yo, I heard a different word, or I heard, God's step or God's word." You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It's fine.
That's nuts. So let me ask you guys just to backtrack real fast. Like in particular, like you know what I'm saying, with COVID and everything. Like name a few things. Like name some things you guys do to prolong and continue your creative spark.
Your craft.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was saying before we started rolling, actually, like, fortunately, I've been able to get a studio with one of my boys. So we working out of, like, a small little studio in Brooklyn. So, like, that's 24 hours, 7-day-a-week access. So, like, had it not been for that, I genuinely don't know what I'd be doing. Because I have, just, like, all these written verses, and I'd be like, well, where they going to go? So, like, I have that little push to give myself. Is like, if I don't want to do nothing, I have to because I got the studio today. Like 100%. This is my time and my money. Like I gotta invest in myself and like my career. So that's definitely like one of the things. Like having that space to be creative is like the only thing that's kind of helping with like not losing my artistic sense.
100%. Yeah. So like we just said, not to cut you off, big bro. Forgive me.
Good.
Is a muscle memory.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You gotta. The more we work on it, the better we get. So big up to you, big bro.
So COVID, how did I keep up? Truth is, I didn't. I think that like I've been wanting to, but I did not. You know what I'm saying? And like it wasn't until like towards the end of 2020 where like I sort of like picked up. And like October, we shot the music video for God's Will. You know what I'm saying? And I was hitting up my boy. I was like, "Yo, we got to start working."
Yeah.
He sent me some tracks. You know what I'm saying? And then he was working on his album. So like it was like also like we've got around you.
Yeah.
I think like connecting with more people who like care about your craft and also like you care about what they doing, and it's like a mutual appreciation. You know what I'm saying? That stuff inspires. So I say like only recently started picking up the pen again. I wrote some shit on that track, bro.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for it.
I'm just
You letting you know.
I'm
letting you know.
I need to hear it, man.
You know
I know he said his process take longer. You can't rush it, man. You
100%.
can't rush it.
But yeah, bro. So it's like who you got around you. I think is really gonna like put you in the position that you need to be in when it comes to like just being a creative, bro. And also like what you eating, what you putting in your body.
Consumption is very important. I was going to speak about that like one time with a potential guest, but consumption is like what you eating, what you're listening to.
Yeah.
Everything that make you operate is definitely have an impact. You know what I'm saying? Like especially what you eating, your diet is very important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You processing bullshit is gonna come out bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like imagine if people eat very well, like they craft probably took it more serious. You probably be more serious. Your brain is more operating quicker. So I understand, get that, bro. Like dieting is very important, which I need to get on. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's just my truth, if that makes sense. I try all the time, try to eat different foods. I do pescatarian, vegan, all these other things. Not to get off topic, but I try. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, like give yourself credit at the same time because you do it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You don't try. We like at the same time. What I'm saying, I love it. You know where I'm going with it. You know where I'm going. We don't try to brush our teeth. We brush our teeth.
We do it.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're not trying, you're doing it. You're literally doing it. So give yourself credit, big bro. You know what I'm saying? So I love it.
I want to talk about y'all songs, Different World, God's Will. Like I said, I kind of connected with Marinate, seeing that video first. Like when I tapped in with him, he wrote me back. I reached out, he wrote me back, and like I didn't even like read the DM. I went straight to the video. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, this is fire. Like the Capital Steez bar hit me, like just everything. I was fucking with it. Okay, don't call my phone if you don't like. If you don't answer my phone, leave me alone. Like that, all that shit is hitting me. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that because me and my bros, like we, still Sharpn Steel. We love each other. You feel me? So if I call my man, you want to be able to answer that every time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel certain bars, but want to talk about also a Different World too, bro. So let me ask both of you guys, what was the ultimate goal for both songs? Because I feel like that was my favorite songs from both of you guys. So
Word.
what was the goal for those songs? So you can talk about With a Different World.
I think that goal was kind of like to stick out, because I think, like as you were saying before, like people don't take risks because everything's oversaturated. So if you got 10 homies that make music, 9 of them is probably going to be ass for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So like it's hard to get that 10th friend to try. So I'm like, all right, if I'm that 10th friend, then like, what can I do to make sure that I'm the only friend that they're thinking of? It's like me and my team, me and my people. So that was definitely like the video, the bars, the flow, like everything was just like, all right, how does this stand out from something else that like one of my peers is doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
That's fire.
And I think you definitely reached that goal, bro, with that. Like,
appreciate
shout
it.
outs to A Different World. Like, y'all go watch that on YouTube.
Shout out Rome, Low Effort, my boy that cooked it. Shout
Yes,
out
sir.
to that
He
boy.
bodied that video,
Crazy.
you know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to like display that Black victory, because that video was just the essence of our topic today about being ingenuity.
Mm-hmm.
That video, when y'all watch that video, like, it has so much different edits. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you, King. Like, that's fire, bro.
Yeah.
What about you, King?
Bless. Yeah, man. Guys will. So the director, Brandon Braun, shout out to him, man, because I remember he wanted to do he wanted to go back, like, because he saw my Nowadays video. It was like 90s inspired, and I think that's why I get a lot of my like inspiration. You know what I'm saying? And that's like I try to reach back for like, you know, a different era, because I feel like the one that I'm sitting in, it's like it's just too many clones out here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, reaching back for that. He was like, yo, he's white, right? So my man,
Sorry,
he's like, it's my dude, man. This is like, yo, dude, you know, I think we should, I think we should go for a 90s like skater crime video. I was like, yeah, bro. And you know, I think it's always best when you work with people, let them like do their let them work in their own process.
Yeah.
So, you know, he showed me a few things. I was like, all right, this is dope. But I don't think I'm gonna wear a leather jacket. That's what I told him. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like it's like a chain, like, you know, it was like a different look, right? I was like, I think I'm gonna be myself. And in fact, what I did was I went on like online and tried to find like some Jamaican tracksuits. Like something that just like screamed my culture, because like for this song God's Will, it's like really like it's about people, it's about me, it's about family, it's about like loved ones, you know what I'm saying? It's like that strong bond, you know, with your loved ones. And also like, let me show you how I flip these words a little bit, you know. So that's what I think that song was about. I think the black and white was dope, because what you saw through the video, black and white, is mostly me, and then it hits that color when you see the family.
And that shit is so fire. I seen the black and white. It give you a nostalgic vibe, and then you go back to the family, like you said. And I like how you bring it back. Like, you go back to your essence, being in East New York, how you was raised, and having to carry all those bags from Mom Dukes and shit like that. Like, that's like your reality, bro.
Yeah, bro. Walking like 15 blocks and you trying to take it in one trip. It's like, otherwise you're gonna have to come back, and it's like, I ain't trying to do 2 trips, first of all. And it's also like young men trying to prove their strength, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I got it, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you trying to make mom's life easy. So you just do, you know what I'm saying? You just do the do.
So take me back to that space you was in when you first created that.
Yeah, man. So I wrote it like my like sophomore year of college. Wrote that because it's on the album Black Order. But I think a lot of cats, like, when you hear a track that's like, it starts different, right? Like, it's like boom, boom, boom. It's like loud drums, you know what I'm saying? And then like you hear these piano keys and you hear bass. It's because it's all live instrumentation. Shout out to Half Stepper at Live Band in college.
Yeah, shout out to them boys.
And
That live band fire, bro.
Nah, they go crazy, man.
It's crazy, bro. They it's funny. Like, you know how I be taking, sometimes I'll take a minute to write a song, because whatever. That song took me like 2 days. Like, they made the beat, and then like I was just like, huh? Like, it just hit me different. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, oh yeah, I gotta ride this pocket. You know what I'm saying? And then on the third verse, it switches up. And then going back to like the video, it's the same way, like it's black and white. First 2 verses, I'm like, it's lyrical exercise a little bit, you know what I'm saying? It's me having fun with it. And it's me telling you like a few of my pet peeves, you know what I'm saying? It's me, like, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the second verse, you know, it's not that I'm losing patience, it's like this this white guy said I ain't evolved. Like, you know what I'm saying? They looking at me like I'm stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I got something for you.
Yo, I love that too. Like, we gonna get into like Black history and shit like that too, because I feel like that's definitely a huge part of our culture.
Yeah.
But when you said that racist bar and that shit, I said, yo, I fuck with him, because I'm real pro black. You know what I'm saying? So that song right there just gave me that that energy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
gravitated
Like
to it.
Shit is fire. The live band.
Yeah, the live band thing was insane, bro. It's like, I'm like, yo, what the? You know what I'm saying? Mind you, it's like, I'm playing it on my TV, and it's like, you know how to, like you said, the beats is just real, like, live. You get what I'm saying? So you just really getting to gravitate to it. So I commend you for taking that, how can I say it? That unprecedented step.
That risk. You feel
You
what
know
I'm saying?
that risk, because a lot of people's not doing that.
I'm gonna say really quickly, my biggest influence, my pops. He does reggae music. You know what I'm saying? He's all about live instruments.
Okay.
So it's like he was the one who even, show me that was the route. And then, you got cats like in high school, I'm like singing Chance the Rapper blow up. And he like, he messing with them trumpets and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, nah, this is the way. This is the way to go. It's like, because you can do anything with it. And what's dope about it, it's like, there's literally a person behind every single like instrument. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's not just you making the vibe. It's like, now you got to cooperate and hear everything that's happening in that space and work with all these people to create something beautiful. It's like what's happening here right now in this episode.
This energy.
That's fire.
Yep.
That's fire. What about you, bro? Like, what made you come up with the concept with the news reporter, and then he's like, cut.
Yeah, so that honestly, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all, bro. This is like one of those ideas where like you get a little bit smacked and your brain starts running, and you be like, nah, you can't do that. And you're like, wait, but can I? So that was definitely one of those like me being a little bit stoned, thinking I couldn't do something, realizing I can, just being like, oh, more power to me. Let's get this done. So like, this was the first video I ever like storyboarded, and like I'm linking with different people and we fleshing it out. You know what I mean? So it's two different artists in a group. My homie Abby and Rome, Low Effort, that made it. So they
Shout out to them.
Shout out to y'all. Also shout out to Maurice Keys for editing it, shooting it. But we were like meeting and sending emails. I'm like, all right, I want this shot right here and this right there. So I was like, all right, I want a little cutscene, but what we gonna do? So at first we thought it was gonna be like a little interview, like a gala kind of thing, or like a award show. But then we was like, nah, we gotta play into this whole like power dynamic, bro. Like,
through.
Yeah, we have to. Like, we gotta play with this whole little power dynamic of like two men in a suit and one is white and one is black, so and often what that indicates. Let's make it like a whole, like a little news thing. You know what I mean?
Fine,
so it's kind of like a spur of the moment thing, but we both had that that same kind of idea almost like instantaneously. It was like it was perfect.
Nah, your thinking process for that, man. Once again, I commend you, bro.
Appreciate it.
I commend you for real. Nah, that's good. So let me just backtrack again.
Real quick, let me just shout out my director, Brandon Brun, because we had to run it a little bit. So Brandon Brun and Emmanuel,
You know what I'm
the
saying?
camera.
Shout out to both of them.
Shout out to the family.
Let's do that. Nah. But what I was just pretty much gonna say real fast was like, what lane or what genre would you consider your music? Both of you guys.
It's a great question.
Appreciate that.
Well, definitely hip hop off grid, but like I don't know. Like I wouldn't call it like straight hip hop because like I don't. But I'm also not like all rap. Like I don't know. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, I don't know, man. Damn, yeah, that was stumbling me.
Yeah, because like at the same time, not to cut you off, both of you, because I'm saying I want to hear your thought as well.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you guys are. You know what I'm saying? And then music is a business. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to like be able to express about you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So you just want to have that in mind or whatnot.
Word.
But no, definitely. How you feel about that?
Yeah, brother. I say, I think, honestly, whatever the listener want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, it's like, it's just music, you know what I'm saying? It's here for you to, eat up. Like if Tupac and Lauryn Hill had a baby, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's love.
That's you?
I guess, like, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Tupac and Lauryn Hill.
Like, you know how like cats be like, yo, if the Beatles and the Pussycat Dolls collaborated, or like like they be like trying to compare their sounds. So I just said, I said Tupac and Lauryn Hill.
That's
like, you know what I'm saying?
I
But
love
I don't know, like whatever genre it would be, like it don't matter to me personally. Personally, I'm just like, but look, just know that Marinate is here to like add flavor to any track. Right? Like I'm not gonna put myself in a box.
No,
Like,
that-
I wanna work. I love music.
Yeah.
If that sound good to me, it don't gotta sound good to you. I'm trying to work on it. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you don't like it before I'm on it, but maybe I'm on it and you like, oh, this that new.
Yeah.
You know?
That made me I worked with like this smaller label in like 2016, 17, I think. Yeah. And like something that the dude that was running, he don't get no shout out. Something that the dude was running and told me, he was like, to keep your foot in hip hop but pivot to other type of genres and other things. So I think we've learned to do that pretty well. And like as you talk about it, and definitely with like guys going to live instrumentation and everything, like you definitely are stepping into other pockets and stuff. So
Very diverse with it. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, I definitely like commend both of you guys to take those risks, because it's about, initiative, and when you take that risk, like, you get those opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So I want to both ask you guys about this with rap today. You spoke about putting your foot in hip hop and then branching on to different genres and different vibrations. But how quickly do you think that like music changes every day? Because I feel like this sound today is like something has changed. It's something that has been developed over time.
Yeah.
But music definitely like changes over time. Like rap in 2021 is not rap 2010, 05, 2000, 95, 85, and even 79.
That's it.
You feel what I'm saying? If you really want to go that far, South Bronx. But it evolves every day.
Yeah.
So like, what's your thoughts on just the evolution of rap?
it's been fun to watch. Like I think I would enjoy it more if I didn't make music, to be 100% honest, because I become like so nitpicky. It's like when a director watches other movies, like they can't help but be like, oh, look at that shot, or like, why is that score in this scene, kind of thing. So like, I think it's cool the way that music adapts. That's why I think Hov is the GOAT, because like he's adapted to every generation that he's been active in, but like it's because he's had to. You know what I mean? Like Hov, as great as he is, like Hov would be slandered if he didn't adapt to the way that music sounds now. So you have to like find that middle ground of like what people enjoy and what you like to make. So I think rap right now kind of forces you to do that a lot more.
And that's where you have a lot of ingenuity, because Hov was always Hov, but he changed over time. He adjusted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, do you stick to 100% originality, or you try to be creative, or a balance of both? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I definitely agree with that. Because I look at like Nas, like I feel like, me personally, I feel like Nas was able to adjust. It's not probably like everybody probably don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel so. Like if you listen to his last song with Judas and the Messiah, like EPMD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'll be missing those kind of like I miss the metaphorical rap, the lyrical exercise. I miss the cadence, the word patterns. Like like y'all gave me that vibe. So that's what even like gravitated to y'all music in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But music, like you look at music today, it's a whole different vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and you're right. Nas above like close.
Yeah, I feel so. I don't know if
you heard his
me.
last album, the 7th song or whatever, like the 7th track. Like he had a song 5 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like,
now. And that album went crazy. So it's like it's possible. But you hear Nas music today is not the same Nas back then still.
Yeah.
But it's like being ingenuitive and being original at the same time.
Yeah.
How you guys balance with y'all like what kind of space you guys got to be in to like develop great music, to like cultivate that fire song? Like you making like some fire shit.
Yeah.
What kind of mood do you have to be in?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
I be talking to God sometimes, bro. Or like most of the time, you know what I'm saying? God is my guidance, so shout out to my father, my heavenly father. I'll say that like I pray on my words sometimes. I pray that I touch the right person, you know what I'm saying? And let me say something, he be coming through, bro. Like folks be hitting me up like crazy. Like I just don't expect it. Like it's like, yo, you really like changed my life. Excuse me. like through the words, for real? Like, is that real? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's real life. Like, so I say it's God, and it's also like actively like wanting to do something and putting your all into it. I think that it's fire, even if someone say it's not fire. Yeah. Right. Like I think like as long as like that I put my best foot forward, and I'm like feeling good about like what I'm going through. I'm feeling good about my life, social, emotional, physical, like the people around me. I'm feeling good. What's gonna come out? It's gonna be solid. Like even if it's not your best, you know that God willing, as long as you see tomorrow, you write a new verse.
That's it.
Yeah,
So it's about. What about you, King?
I think honestly, I got to a point where I told myself it don't matter if somebody else enjoys what I'm making because I'm gonna enjoy it. So like, I think instead of trying to make music that people would enjoy, I get in the headspace of like, well, what would I like to hear? You know what I mean? So I think trying to give myself a little bit more of that self-push because I relied on other people's words for so long. So now that I'm at a point where I don't, I think that's when I'm really in the headspace to make something that's just gonna hit.
That's fine.
It's tough.
So let me ask y'all, like, if somebody was to be like, yo, who is Marinate? Who is Josh Marks? Like what defines y'all music? What would y'all say? What's your foundation?
Off grip, I say lyricist more than anything.
Dirty.
Like my penmanship, like you got to see me as a penman before anything else. Like as an author, as a writer, before you come with like the artist and the rapper and this and that, third. Like Josh Marks is an artist. He's a writer. He's a lyricist. Like, you know what I mean? So that's definitely. I think those are 3 biggest things.
Yo, man, Gladiator. You know what I'm saying? I'm working, so you know what I'm saying. I'm working the pen, and I'm also working the flow heavy. Like I think that it's not. You know what I'm saying? I would say that like for the places that there's just a balance. It's just a balance. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance when you hear me on the track, because like I'm not gonna force it. I'm just gonna do something that I feel, you know, I feel good about. And it's that real, it's that talk, it's that good talk, it's that love, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of love, you know what I'm saying? You spread it. What Mr. Love is love.
You know what I'm saying?
He
know the vibes.
He be featured on the track.
Be in there, man. You gonna see me soon, man.
Yeah, bro. It's a whole lot of it's a whole lot of like just knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because who am I to like hop on the track for 3 minutes and be in your ears and just spout nothing but garbage? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you some words. I'm gonna give you some thoughts to leave with, and you know, it's Marinate, right? So it's that flavor. It's that flavor for sure. I hope you enjoy it. And you know, I'm the chef in the kitchen. You know, it's my kitchen.
The Gladiator.
That's fine.
Welcome. Yeah.
Yo, listen, do y'all got something in the works? So like before we get out of here, I want y'all to definitely let everybody know what's going to get out, streaming, what's next.
We dropping the album this year.
Don't put that and we don't.
You
see, look, mark the words. If we don't have it by the end of the year, we're gonna have it by 2020.
So that's the project.
We're gonna do it.
Nah, we definitely working on a little EP, man. We got a couple of I didn't send you the other one I went to him, but I sent him one, and then we just gonna keep steadily building. Man, we in February. We got
me and him. We got like what 7 tracks together, 5 tracks. Like we got a lot of tracks together, bro.
Yeah.
Like I think our tracks, you put them on an album.
Those would they will not, but we need something fresh.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like in like theory, right? Like I should be 5, bro. Like every time we on the track,
crazy.
Yeah, I flow. The chemistry is amazing.
It's something crazy, but it's like Steph and
Kobe
Clay.
and Shaq with it. You feel me?
That's
That's Clay, Kyrie, KD.
Heard
you.
That's good. Nah.
I mean,
that's dominating though. But listen, before we get out of here, let them know what songs to listen to. You know, streaming platforms. Y'all let them know real quick, and we out of here.
DOA is my first album. It's up everywhere, man. Listen to Rose Gallery, man. It's a whole lot of bars. Come see that pen.
Talk dirty,
brother. Marinate. Look it up. Find it on YouTube. Find it on Spotify. You know, whatever streaming platform you use. And the album is Black Ola.
Listen, man.
Still Sharpn
again,
Steel.
we appreciate you guys again.
Brother.
Blessings, King. You know, love. Mikasa, Sukasa.
Love.
Hey.